Shalom.
Shalom.
Like give all honor, glory, and praises to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash.
and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim pushing his word across the four corners of the world. As you can see through the spirit, we're in some very pivotal, chaotic times concerning end-time biblical prophecies. And where Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's going to utilize his left-hand vessel of dishonor, referencing to the wicked elites of Esau Edom, to go ahead and institute this digital paradigm upon the earth. And what this ultimately is going to lead to one of the last main biblical prophecies is the MOTB, the microchip, or the RFID technology, So as you can see through the spirit, how things are transpiring around the world concerning these catastrophic events, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is soon about to stop talking. There's about to be a whole lot of terrible judgments going on this place, earth,
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, starting at verse 25. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. And I will make thy tongues cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb.
Yeah, so he's going to make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, meaning that he's going to withdraw the mouth of his holy prophets. Y'all want to get that in Luke right quick, like he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. Because you think about it through the spirit, Esau, he's losing this informational war. And that's through this testimony of Yahweh Shai. So about Esau by nature, he's not going to play fair. So what he's going to do? He has to go by that accusation game. And that's how he does. That's how he maneuvers around the world. Via his democracy, his propaganda machine. All this is a part of his left-hand sword on the left-hand side, doing to, linking up to his blessing, Okay.
This is Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Yeah, so just as brother getting into, we're in the time now where the Lord is still near. There's going to come a time where you're not going to have access, to the understanding of these scriptures. So if we don't get it within this grace period, you're going to be out here, left to the narrative of Esau Edom. But that's the only narrative that's going to be available soon when he crashes, the internet, moves, the word, okay? All you're going to be left with is Esau's narrative, man. You're not going to have anything to lean on outside of what Esau Edom is going to present as the way to get to the other side of this chaos, man.
This is Luke 1:70. And as he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
That's right. Also linking over 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, how it goes to how the wicked should be revealed, how he should be consumed by the spirit of his mouth. Who's that mouth referencing to? The mouth of the holy prophets, who are here in this day of time prophesying against this wicked society. And also you think about it in the spirit, like I would start with our apostles and their elders. It's really been like nearly half more of a century of spiritual warnings, coming to you people, man. So Lord, very soon, he's about to soon stop talking to you people and start enacting these terrible judgments upon the earth.
I got a couple for you guys. Real quick, this is the book of the prophet Hosea, chapter 6, and verse 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Go ahead, read that again, bro.
All right, this is the book of the prophet Hosea, chapter 6, and verse 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets.
So yeah, you get cut by the word. And the word comes from the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua through the prophets, man. Go ahead.
I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
From a symbolic sense. But guess what? It's going to lead to an actual physical judgment. Right? Go ahead.
And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Right, because it's a precept in the book of, I think it's in the book of Psalms. It talks about how the word of the Most High is as a lamp. And a lamp gives you light. So we have spiritual inspiration, a spiritual light upon ourselves, and we give the same light to the world of Israel.
Yep, and just to land back, bro, the scriptures say how the Lord is known by the judgments which he executed. But when the famine of the word comes, the majority of people, they're not going to be enlightened to the Heavenly Father's judgments. Like the priest of Yah said, they're just only going to have Esau Edom's narrative, his story to go by.
Which is ultimately going to lead to their demise.
Yep. Got one more for you. All right, this is the book of the prophet Amos, chapter 5 and verse 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Right. So if you know anything about the prudent, what makes you wise? What makes you to know? It's the word of the Most High, via the Holy Spirit. Go ahead, read that again.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 13.
Right.
Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in
Starting with the
that,
144,000, trickling down to the rest of the elect. Go ahead.
shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
Right, so we're coming to an evil time, and that evil time is what? Bad time. Going into what? The insurrection of Jacob's trouble, man. Right? Because now it's a Cold War. Jacob's trouble is a Cold War. But guess what? It's heating up.
That's it, bro.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, starting at verse 11 in the NET. Be certain of this. The time is coming, said the Lord, the sovereign Lord Yahweh, when I will send famine through the land, not a short age of food or water, but an end to divine revelation.
Yeah, we just had like recently like an AI investor. He said their end goal is to get rid of these human wages, so therefore they can create this economic utopia. What's that going into? This digital paradigm. You know, why they want to completely get rid of these Federal Reserve notes? They're going to institute this digital currency, which is ultimately going to lead into this MOTB technology system.
Which also requires what? A universal basic income.
That's right.
Economic utopia for them.
Right.
You know, it's not gonna be
Utopia's
for you.
paradise?
Yep, it's gonna be a dystopia for you. You know, because your money gonna be programmable to where it's only gonna work in certain times, and it's gonna have a radius on that money, and ain't gonna be no saving. Okay, you're gonna have to, whatever you credited out, you're gonna have to spend it on whatever they want you to spend it on, man.
Hey, if y'all can, watch that animated show or that film, Beyond the Reset. When your boy got the money, he had $2,000. And by the time they deducted everything, he had what? 5 something? Was it 5? Five digital currency. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But they took out his food, I guess
Yep.
the utilities,
Yeah.
and you saw all these deductions. So it went from 2,000 to 5 digital currencies. Yeah. Yup.
That's gonna show you that AI is gonna be like a income assassin, man. It's gonna start destroying the way of making money. You know what I'm saying? And the economy is gonna collapse. And the only way you're gonna be able to have any sufficient funds is by way of that chip, man. You know, and they're gonna have complete control over that. So, a brother just going into about that little short clip movie, Beyond Beyond the Reset.
Beyond the Reset.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, what Klaus Schwab said, you're gonna own nothing to be happy. They didn't have shit, man, but what they was being provided by the government or the technocracy, man. And so you're gonna be given so much digital currency, but your tax is gonna be so high on it. By the time you get those few little drinks, a little lab-made meat, you know what I'm saying? Just hypothetically, let's say your credit is 10,000. You know, by the time you finish dishing out what you owe for what you got, you might have, you know, like 1,000 credits left, man. And that ain't gonna go far.
They gonna expire. So the
Damn.
1,000 credits gonna expire. You know, if you ain't spent it by a certain time, it's gonna expire. You know, because it's a thing of, see, what the elites have been doing for the longest is destroying the capability of the common man to create actual wealth. Okay, and this C-HIP is just gonna eliminate the possibility of anyone that they don't want to create wealth to be able to create wealth, man.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no random millionaires popping up. You ain't gonna have no random business popping up and make an enterprise. You know, they're rags to riches. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that anymore. Okay? It's either you gonna be within this circle or you not. You know, and it's gonna be the elite class of Amalek, and everyone else is gonna be the have-nots, man. You know?
Men like us, you know, in the spirit, hey, we're not gonna be within their so-called, you know, enterprise. You know, they want to get rid of us right now. That's due to this testimony going totally against this system. You know,
That's why it's so important to watch that movie, Demolition Man, y'all. It shows you, it shows the people on top, shows the bottom. It's a whole different world on top. It's a whole different. The bottom to the bottom, they underground basically. They live like normal lives, but people top, it was easy.
And there was a scene in Demolition Man that shows Sylvester Stallone's character getting the charagma. What did that mean though? What did that show you? Everybody really had the charagma. You know, basically, you know what I'm saying? They just showed you him getting it, but everybody had it.
If I may make a point, the show Futurama, it came out like year 2000. The very first episode, when he actually got caught into the little time machine, and he made it into year 3000. The first thing he had to do was take the Karagma. The first episode.
What they call it, his career chip, something like that.
Yes.
Career karate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and brother Locke were watching a movie called Allegiant, something like that. And basically, it was going into like brother was saying about how you're either gonna be a part of that club or you're not. But they had like the regular city, they call it Chicago, where you know Esau had built the city for them and had gave them their roles and how much they was gonna make in each role, the universal basic income. And then outside of that, you had where like that would be kind of like the 15-minute city where they were doing like all the working and managing that city. But on top of them, you had the smart city where Esau them sat at and controlled the funding for everything. So that movie called Allegiant, it's a series of it. So that goes into a lot of how they try to do these cities and stuff.
Hey, going back to that animated film again, Beyond the Great Reset, there was on the scene that they offered him like a survey to take the jump shot. He declined it. I think his social credit score declined.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, this about to be reality very soon, you know? I think one of the brothers who came to the Dallas camp this past Friday, he was going to like even one of them countries like Thailand, it's one of them countries, and they're setting up like a system right now. They're offering the citizens over there like maybe $1,200 US or $1,500 US, and in order for you to use that money, you only got like a certain limit you can go within your city to shopping. So what is that setting up in the future? Smart, 15-minute smart city.
Hey, because this whole objective, you know, the book you always bring out as a point, 1984, when you think about just the whole agenda of it is total control. They want you to stop believing that 2 plus 2 is 4 and really believe that 2 plus 2 is 5.
That's it.
You know?
And I can say too, on that Beyond the Great Reset, it also shows you what's gonna happen ultimately when you take something that the government or the technocracy government gonna offer you, man. Because his neighbor that he would always come out and wave at, you know, they gave them the option of taking this, you know, this trial run of this test jab, and they could be, you know, bumped up to a better lifestyle, to another camp that's gonna be more lavish, if you will.
He did.
But it showed you by taking it, the outcome, man, through the spirit. Whatever this devil gonna give you is gonna lead to death, man. Cause his homie got put in the paddy wagon. You know what I'm saying? And it was over. You know.
And I'm gonna say this, just going back to the topic of this lesson. See, right now the Most High is having public conversations with the world of Israel and the world outside of Israel. But during that time frame, during Jacob's trouble, the Most High is going to be more intimate with only the elect. All right, outside, if you're outside the elect, no more discussions, no more conversations, no more platforms where you can see us and so on and so forth. Because why? You're actually exhausting your fucking grace period.
And that vibration is gonna be so blatant at that time frame, looking over 2nd Ezra 16. Then they should know who am I chosen. There's gonna be a certain spirit upon the elect of Yahweh Bahashim.
Just back in Amos chapter 8, verse 12 in NET, people will stagger from sea to sea and from the north around to the east.
So is people really going from sea to sea? No. They're going from person to person. According to Revelation 17 and 15, what's symbolic for the people? I mean, the seas are symbolic for the people. So they're going to go from person to person trying to find out what's going on. You know, which direction to go to.
Yeah, because at this point, everybody are familiar with the Israelites. Like, people know about us, you know? And they gonna remember, where them great millstone guys at?
Yeah.
They was always, they were talking about this. You ain't gonna find us, man.
That's right.
You know, they gonna search the different camps,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And to be honest, just being honest, you know, Great Millstone and our affiliates, we the only camp that go into prophecy, man. We the only group with like, if you search the different groups, we're the only group that focuses in on prophecy.
That's it.
Our affiliates.
Yep, and our affiliates. Yep.
Same spirit.
They will wander about looking for revelation from the Lord Yahweh, but they will not find it.
Right. And if you're wondering, that means what? You don't have no sense of direction, man. You know, so what y'all ultimately is going to find is death and destruction.
Last one. Verse 13. In that day, your beautiful young women and your young meal will faint from thirst. And that thirst is not talking about, you know, getting a quince of your Sprite, Gatorade, or your sparkling water, man. It's talking about this living water, this truth, this word, the prophecies, man, the Lord have been presented by his prophets, man, to give the people for that warning, man. So you would know what to look for. But see, by not hearkening to this word and not taking heed to this message, like brothers going into, when the Lord really start bringing down that judgment, people are going to be wandering and looking and trying to find some answers, man. But the answers are not going to be found because they have already been given, but you didn't want to receive them, man.
I got you for the wondering. 2nd Ezra 16:75. Be you not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide.
The Lord is not a man that he will lie, man. So everything said, if he has said it, he did not make it good, man. So all the prophecies, you know, are going to come to pass. The Lord, who he's going to protect when it comes to his elect, they're going to be protected. And the rest are going to be destroyed, man. 2/3 of our people, the heathens, you know. So all you can do is either repent or just look forward to your destruction, man. There's no in between. It's going to be either or. You're going to be either have salvation and be saved by the Lord's mercy, or you're going to be destroyed and condemned for being wicked, man.
And in order to have a guide, you know, you have to be intimate with that person. That's a private conversation, man. You're not wondering, you know, if we're on a tour guide, that tour guide has to basically be intimate with us to tell us where we need to go. No, you can't do that. You know, so he's going to give us all the spiritual intel in order to survive, man.
Follow the lamb.
Follow the lamb. Oh, boy. Okay, can I finish out, please, bro? A little more. Verse 76. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
So we just got to keep fighting, man. Just fight the good fight of faith and believe in how about Shimmy outside, man. Because at the end of the day, prophecy is going to be fulfilled, whether you believe it or not, as it's spoken in Romans 3:3, man. So it's going to happen, man. You know, it's just about your faith, your belief, and who you trust in, man. That's why Scripture goes into woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, man. A lot of people are going to be looking for some kind of understanding, an outlet when shit hit the fan. And that's going to be that charagma, man, these chipping stations that these devils going to set up, man.
Say the word should not return void.
Yeah.
So everything that he said is going to happen, it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if. It's just when and being patient.
That's right.
And how about Shema Shai? He's putting us in these dire predicaments so we can solely trust on him. You see what he's going through, we're going through right now, like these proving grounds. Like, you know, like you said, like the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, he's like the team owner. Yahweh Shai is that coach. He's coaching us through all these different scenarios that we call this thing, you know, in this movie that we call life, man. You know, he's training us how to go through it so we get prepared for the ultimate test, which is the time of Jacob's trouble, you know?
If I could just land back, bro, that shows us too that we have power. You know, I know that the elder brother Ariana Nasai from GMS Dallas, he always harps upon that, man. You know, now we don't have power in this world, you know what I'm saying? We don't have influence in this world, but, you know, brother, he goes into it a lot, using the power that we do have, which is in Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. You know, because the Lord got all the power. So really, we just in situations where we got to be patient, man. And he going to work it out. You know, but like bro's getting into, everybody else going to wonder, you enter Jacob's trouble without a guide, man.
Right.
It's like, you know, you know, it's supposed to be going somewhere, but your GPS just fog out.
Yeah.
You know, now you got to guess where to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, stopping by the roads, you know, you go to a pit stop, try to ask for directions, it ain't gonna work out, man. So we got the actual plan. That's why demons be messing with brothers. You know, for those y'all that saw the Dallas live speaking Friday, you know, just Edomite, you know, bud out, you know, just gonna walk up. You know, everybody's supposed to listen to her now. But you know, these spirits know that this is what a light is. I was going to. This is the light. We got it. We just gotta continue in it, man. You know? You got it, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down, and every house is shut up that no man may come in.
Yeah, so the city of confusion is referencing to America. You know, the city of chaos, the city of disorder. Everything in this society is backwards. It's adversing to the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Shai. It's the type of society where anything goes. So a society like that, with that type of mentality, it has to be taken off the world map very soon. Because the Lord's all about righteousness and order. So everything that this society does, it promotes a disorderly conduct. You know? Yeah, bro.
And what type of what is going to restrict someone's access? No man should go in. It's the system. It's the fucking system, man.
And that's how Esau Edom gonna punish the people.
Right.
You know?
So
Right.
it's no wonder why the Lord's putting that spirit upon Trump, to issue out these draconian executive orders, man. It's all leading to these times that we're coming to. You know?
This verse 11, it says, there is a crying for wine in the streets.
Yeah, so that wine is referencing to the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Shai. The spirit been upon Elder Wumba a lot lately. He keeps saying expect a lot of people coming to these camps very soon. They're gonna be wanting answers. You know?
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Yeah, we're seeing it in the spirit. A party city, a store closure within this month. They're gonna end up all store closures. And that was like the theme and tone for America. That party city, the city of Murphy's about to be totally diminished out. You know, you see these people are being more broken in spirit. You know, they're getting affected by these draconian measures as well. They don't have the financial means to take care of their families, their households. So these people are on edge right now.
Bro, I'm seeing a lot of Edomites in West Jackson. Like, man, what in the world? I wanted to take a picture for y'all.
Take a picture.
Yes,
I see good brothers see this shit, you know?
In West Jackson, that's the hood, by the way.
Yeah, kind of.
Welcome to my Jackson.
Yeah, it's very good country.
Don't let Clinton fool you. Ain't number Jacob.
Yeah. Because Clinton ain't nothing but a extended West Jackson. You know?
Verse 12, it says, and the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction.
It's talking about what? Ultimately, those nuclear missiles. Just it goes into to be utterly destroyed. What would do that? Nuclear capability.
And like you always bring up, like this, what we saw with these LA, what happened in LA, like a lot of those cities be like you see on the movies, those apocalyptic type movies, they look very desolate. Right. Cause Esau really don't have the time to build up these cities like that.
Esau's not.
You know?
LA is not going to get built up again. The next building, speaking as a man, is a smart city. That's all you need.
It only makes sense.
That's it. You know.
They got hit with mudslide too, though.
Yeah.
Same.
True, bro.
What was it on there?
Got some, bro. This is Isaiah 30 and 20. It states, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not your teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Yeah, and that's what you see now. Because even though you have all this going on real time, where this devil is rolling out his new world order, guess what? The Lord still has the prophets out. So even in the midst of our captivity, the Lord has his hand stretched out still, man. You know, and the Lord is not going to allow his prophets to be removed in the corner until he removes them in the corner, because, hey, the word has accomplished everything the Lord wants. You know?
There you go. But your eyes shall see your teachers.
Yeah, I see your teacher. So your true leaders, okay, will be on YouTube, man. Okay, be of the prophets, man. Teaching in the name of Yahweh Shai in truth and in sincerity, man. And how do you know? Because you see the doctrine has remained the same throughout. You know, you can go into these other camps and you see that they're subject to change, man. You can see the gimmicks, you can see the flaws, you can see the leaven. You know, but one thing about it, from the apostles and elders on down, you've seen the same message going forward, all right, since day one, man. You know, and the Lord has revealed new things, but the core doctrine has been the same, man.
Right. And for you brothers, hey, don't be surprised by these fruit, these other Israelite camps start coming to your camps. These various GMS camps, because they're gonna soon find out that all the talk, nothing but BS and lies, man. So they're gonna want the true answers, you know.
Verse 21, and your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk you in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
Yeah, that's the spirit, giving the confirmation that this is it, and it's the spirit bearing witness with our spirit, like this is the truth, because we've been through different doctrines. A lot of us come from the Christian church, some brothers deal with it, Islam and, Pan-Africanism and 5%ers. But when we heard this was different, and ever since we heard this, man, we've been on that path, man. And the Lord has been confirming every step of the way, like this it, because the truth is the only thing that makes sense. There's nothing else that makes sense outside the truth, man. Christianity don't have no answer. Islam, we don't know what Islam believes, about what's going on right now. You know, Pan-Africanism, Egyptology, we don't know what these people believe.
Kill that
But
though.
one thing, and that's why we're such a target to be criticized and mocked, because everybody know what we stand for. You know, when they take our stance dealing with the woman, when we go only Israel can be saved, when we take the stance with Esau, Edom, and America. See, everybody know what we believe because we've been teaching the same thing consistently. You don't know, how can you critique Egyptologists? You don't know what this nigga believes.
And it's going to be the same voice that led us to this point that's actually going to lead us throughout, man. It's going to be the same voice. We're still going to have that guide. How's the Most High going to guide us, Lord will? By that voice. The voice is the Holy Spirit.
Do what the Spirit says to the church.
Right.
When y'all shall say, I will be with you always in
That's
the
it.
world, you know?
Yeah.
I got you on that, bro.
You
This is
got-
Jeremiah
you get one
chapter-
right quick.
Oh, slide.
Real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 8, verse 8. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things are old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the
If
subtleties.
she is able to conject something, what is to come, that's the ability to what? To prophesy. To understand what's going to happen before it happens, per se, real time.
She knoweth the subtleties of speeches.
Right, so we know the subtlety of speeches, going back to the scriptures, the dark sayings, the breakdowns. Linking Revelation 13, 16 to a real-time situation, which is the Karagma, man. We know this, man.
It's coming.
I'm saying then now we're able to decode the elites when they talk. You know, like they talk in movies to each other and talking speeches to each other.
That's it. That's it.
There's subtleties of
Yeah,
speech.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
So there's no wonder why that Rockefeller stated how the internet should never been created. You know, because they're losing this information on war.
It's like you said back in the day, you used to play football, and you was a Jake. He said he knew your play before you did it.
Yep.
Like it just killed your spirit. Like
I might even run this motherfucker.
yeah. So we know when the elites throw their size. We know it's a language that he's giving out. It's a message that he's giving out. But when we expose it, it kills the mystique in it, man.
Was it Elijah or Elisha? Like he was in the king's bedchamber.
Yeah.
Listen.
Syria,
Yeah. Listen. Heard everything, man.
And this thing, see, that power is secretive. And now, like we exposing, because we don't normally they do everything. We know they are.
No, they ain't game.
No, they ain't game.
Going back and said, because she tell her things are over. See, we know this man's nature from the beginning. In the serpent, in the garden, going back into witchcraft, divinery. Okay, it's Cain, going into that violent man, and Esau. So we understand this man's nature from the beginning and what he's always been against, which is righteousness flourishing in the earth. You know? So we understand that this devil has no intent to do good. Like he puts off to the masses. You know, because you still got our people, like even Jake that think because they on Trump bandwagon that they woke. No, you're still linked to the nation of people that was created to hate you. You know? But now, man, we understand fully what this devil is about because we know the origin of this, man. Going back to the garden. You got it.
Hey, or example, the movie, Leave the World Behind.
Yep.
What they telling you, leave the world behind. This system is about to be transferred to a digital system. Trump, what is Trump saying now? The grid is old. So what is he saying? They're going to shut down the grid.
It's about to be a cyber pandemic very soon.
If I can add, because you asked about that the other day, you going into the style of government with fascism. Now, for the longest, America has supposed to be this hero that goes against communism. But this digital system is going to be communism. Because when you go into what communism is, it says communism is a type of government as well as economic system, a way of creating and sharing wealth. It says in a communist system, individual people do not own land, factories, or machinery. Instead, the government
Beyond the reset.
yeah,
That's the
Industrial revolution.
That's it.
Oh, nothing to be had.
yeah,
That's it.
So that's why, like, what was the country? When like North Korea?
yeah, they communist.
They communist.
Russia,
Yeah,
China, yeah.
they communist.
And you did the Chinese song, what's that name of that platform? Red something?
And,
Red Note.
Red.
Red Note.
It's supposed Red Note, right? It's
Yeah,
supposed to
Red
be the new TikTok. But they're telling these so-called Americans that basically y'all are actually enslaved.
yep.
So how would they know? Because of course they believe in communism.
Also due to Esau's predictive programming, you know, that revelation of method, and that the movie Leave the World Behind, they show a red note. It was like we in like a different language, you know, when things should come.
They had that grid shut down too. Planes were just falling out of the sky. You
They
saw
did.
all the Teslas that were lined up.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah, you
what's
saw,
happening now?
You saw
Planes
the
falling out the sky.
was just blowing up.
And what happened with TikTok on January 19th?
Shut
Shut
that down.
down.
Yep.
What you think about with TikTok?
Time.
TikTok. Time was running out.
Bro.
We crazy though.
Bro.
What movie had the TikTok sound?
But no, I was just talking about the platform.
TikTok.
Yeah,
That was
TikTok in
no,
general.
he right.
I'm getting like a memory wave shit.
Oh shit. We was just talking about it, bro. Man, you were talking about it too a lot. With the different they had, I think it was 12 different
Talking about the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Remember that was in the third one. She was like TikTok, 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 TikTok.
Can't make it up.
And then every time she was doing it, every time she would say TikTok, TikTok, some crazy shit would happen.
Talking about the black bitch.
No, I think I don't know what color she was.
Well, now what's been going on TikTok? Crazy shit been
Crazy
happening.
shit. Every time they TikTok, something happened. Well, either they would do some crazy shit like a stupid ass crazy storm, and then they had like that smoke that came and like it killed. I think the dude mama or something like that.
They
Then
fall. They been having
Yeah,
that
they
fall
fall,
lately.
yeah.
But you
And they
know,
fall.
the movie The Knowing, one of the number alignments was a plane crashing.
Yes.
You know, and he walked
Yes.
out to that alignment,
Yeah.
and the plane crashed, and there were just people walking out on fire. Like he was right there at the plane crash, man.
So is it safe to say that Esau's taking these planes down?
Oh,
Yeah, he's taking the planes down,
It's
man.
no coincidence, bro. That I was watching one of the the interview that he did afterwards. It's not a coincidence that some high-ranking Russian official was on the first one that a Black Hawk plane, helicopter, so-called, drove into, and then he used that same standpoint to start knocking down the DEI shit, you know, with all that stuff. So he really got a 2 for 1. At least an and one on that one.
I'm saying the definition. It says in a communist system, individual people do not own land, factories, or machinery. Instead, the government or the whole community own these things. Everyone is supposed to share the wealth that they create, and that goes into the UBI. You know, that's gonna be your shared portion of pretty much your productivity, because it's really meant for you to give your energy to be a battery pack to this system, and the system give you just enough you need to survive and make it feel like you won.
In time,
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Every day, the system gave them just enough amount of time to go back to work.
Yeah.
And what did Lawrence Fishburne show Neo? The Matrix is here to make you a Duracell battery. He showed them that Duracell battery.
And that makes sense what you said too. And then you said just enough. We were going into that, but they said that everybody will be living off of 2,500 calories a day. We looked it up. The average person needs 2,500 calories at minimum to survive.
That's what throws you into a caloric surplus when you go over that number. They tell you eat more than that.
Yep.
And what they do with the slaves, man. They just gave the slaves, man, just enough to have enough energy to get back in the field the next day.
But that communist, like people think like when you go into communism, well, it's cool. But if you look at history, especially when it comes to places like Russia and different other places, if you invent something, the government knock on your door and take your shit and say appreciate you and thank you for serving your country. And they take your shit and they go on about their business.
But Esau been doing it with the slaves.
Yeah.
The patent.
Yeah.
And Klaus Schwab, he just recently stated how China is the model for America in the future. You know? And so back in Wisdom of Solomon 8 verse 8,
Hey, go back that conjunction.
okay, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things are old and conjectureth aright what is to come.
Isaiah 42 verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and the new things do I declare them. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
By the spirit of prophecy, you know? And also looking at what the spirit of prophecy is stated in Isaiah in the 47th chapter, like with Esau's left-hand priesthood, the different stargazers, you know, these enchanters, prognosticators, how they should be weary in the multitude of their counsels. That's because of this testimony of Yahushua. That's really destroying these strongholds within this American society and really throughout this Edomite supremacy, you know?
And that's the right hand. Because when you think about the left hand, you know, you get sick, things happen at work, you lose your family, you know, your car breaks down, you know, it takes you multiple times to reshoot a video. That's the left hand side. Well, on the right hand side, the right hand is attempting to prevent them from crossing their finish
They
line.
getting antagonized.
Exactly.
It's the balance.
That's the balance, bro. You just don't wake up in the morning and just conquer everything. He did it one time, but guess what? We're in the end of his blessing, and now those curses are slowly transferring on the Edomites. That's why you see Edomites in West Jackson now. That's why you see Edomites on the side of the road with their hood up. 10 years ago, that was unheard of down here.
More of them doing,
Lifting fucking DoorDash, bro, and a fucking Land Rover,
Working in a warehouse
working in a warehouse.
with the
man.
niggas.
They be
They
asking you
feeling
for
that
help
shit,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
They feeling that shit.
Yeah. You gonna be asking us for help?
They be asking Jake for help.
So at the warehouse?
Not just in general.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You might need help, you know.
Yeah.
You know, those police crime videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
more of them getting pulled over now, and getting gunned down, they be, trying to act up against the police officers.
Because hey, what's going on, brothers? A translation.
That's why I said the transition.
And because now the Israelite man and the Israelite woman is beautiful. Like having melanin is beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, going natural is the thing.
Yeah.
Jake more holistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's the spirit. I had saw that at one of these grocery stores, man. Might have been Kroger. There was a Jake couple walked in. You know, man and woman, they both had a fro, but they had a glow on them.
Yeah.
Like they were looking good. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
come
saying?
on, man.
You know.
Like the brother, when he pulled up there, he had a glow on him.
And he did, looking like a celebrity.
Hey, no diddy. Hey, Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
That's in the spirit. Go ahead.
You got it?
Oh, go
Let's
ahead.
go, man.
Hey, and the
Whoever
Lord-
get it.
And the Lord Yahweh, your
Y'all
power.
might as well read the same time.
It's more double fisting.
Hey, you can
Double dragon. Man, bring it out, bro.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7, and Yahweh your power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh and do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Because
You gotta be just like
we're not going to get caught up in the impact of the Most High using Esau's left hand. We know that this is a translation, man. Hey, even Edomite women getting thicker. You know what I mean? You got it, bro.
If I can say, it's
So,
gonna be so beautiful, man. Because how the scripture goes into, how one thing is about a man's debate to enjoy his children and live to see the downfall of his enemies, man.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we're in that position where we're actually witnessing our enemies starting to fall, man.
yeah, Esau talking about the single life. He created MGTOW. You know, men going their own way. So that's his nuclear family being broken up. His daughter, going off with Jake. Well, your daughter, that wasn't part of your plan for your daughter to grow up and marry a Jake or get with a Jake.
Yeah.
You know?
One, the VP said sometime after the inauguration that Americans need to have more babies. So what is he saying? You Edomites need to have more babies.
Hence,
man.
make America great again.
That's right.
Get the brown people out of here. Get the Israelites out of here and make this an Edomite haven again, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
That's why they
chapter
made
10,
5
verse
Purge
4.
movies.
It said the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and that shows you the power of the Most High because you're able to take a base man such as Esau and give him a kingdom, man. And he received that kingdom through Yahweh Shai. Hence Genesis the 27th chapter.
And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yeah, one that is profitable, and that starts with Yahweh Shai, right? And through Yahweh Shai, you're gonna have what, the 144,000. Directly under him, you're gonna have what, King David. That precept you always bring out about the princes. How it goes, about the princes. No. As far as like how princes is gonna.
rain and profit.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Oh, you read NLT too?
When we get it,
In the LT, you got it.
I don't get it. Okay.
What's the precept?
Yeah, 32. I see it. 32. The water, bro. All right, this is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 1 in the NLT. Look, a righteous king is coming,
Referring to Yahweh Shai,
and honest princes will rule under him.
it's referring to his governing body. How you look at it right now, how this earth in a vantage point, like when you go to the word profitable, it goes to like advantage or vantage point. So how this earth into a vantage point right now when everybody's mourning? The whole earth is in the spirit of mourning right now, along with the inhabitants of the earth. You know?
It said honest rulers, man. You know, because that's the last thing that this devil Esau is. He's honest, man. He's not honest about anything. he sets everyone up in his kingdom up for complete failure, man. You know, he's not honest about, you know, history when it goes to the creation story. You got his evolution, and, you know, scientific racism. He's not honest when it comes to what's in the food. He's not honest when he pushes what the standard of marriage and family is. Like, this man has lied about everything, man. And it just put people in the position of complete failure. He lied to people about what wealth was, you know, the way that he got people playing this Monopoly game, his goddamn money, you know.
Dream.
Hence the delusional mindset.
Yep,
The reality in your head is out of tune with nature.
yep.
So you're going off a software program mentally is out of tune with the reality outside of your mind.
Yep.
And that's why you always crash.
Yep.
You always get sick.
Yep.
Your relationship isn't working.
Yep.
All these different things, man. Because you're out of alignment.
I got that word profitable in Echelon Online. It says yielding spiritual or moral benefit.
Hey, what scriptures go to the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
I'm gonna get that. I got one more here in 8. I'm gonna read 4 again. Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 4. It said, "The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh Bashim Havashah, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable."
We're approaching that due time. We close.
Verse 8, it says, "Because unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another."
Yeah, like dealing with vice. You know, this last presidential administration, what they was mostly promoting, a Build Back Better plan. That's on the left hand side. So on the right hand side, Yahushua has his own Build Back Better plan.
These go to the 360, build back better.
Yeah.
Then what Trump make America great again,
That's white America.
and Yahushua's gonna make Israel great again.
It's that back here, bro, the multitude of the wise. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 24. It says, "But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is in the upholding of the people."
Right. So that shows you it's an unwise king currently in rulership because everybody's in a moral state right now. Everybody's complaining, they griping. You know, you got so-called lower-class Edomites. You know, they're crying about the white pie of America they can't get. It's American pie. Because they've been cheated out of that blessing, man, by the Amalekites. When you see on these different videos, who they blaming? The 1%. Who they referring to? These elites on the left-hand side. So everybody's in a moral state because the man of sin is currently in rulership.
You got 92% of the world's wealth going to 1%.
Yeah.
And the rest of the 99% is in a rat race over the other 8% of the world's wealth.
Wow. That scarcity mindset.
Yeah, that's why you see like upheaval videos of inflation rants. The
Yeah.
people uploading videos from social media like TikTok, Instagram, they're completely ranting about their current financial situations.
Hey, can I say this? I don't know y'all seen that Big Boy and Pearl, Woods and Big Boy and Pearl? Hey, it said Make America Great, right? It showed the army. It showed the army on one side of it, showing Jake. They had a gun, and they took it down. They took it down. They had the army on one side and the Jake on they took that shit down.
Hey,
though.
that's Rankin County.
Rankin
Typical
County.
Rankin County.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 20. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 1, verse 1. I'm gonna bring this out because brothers has mentioned about the build back better, and mentioned like how Esau saying you need to have children and shit. You know what I'm saying? They back in this mindset. This Micah chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. What is it? Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. The desolate places, like all the wildfires going on, that was going on in California, what they did over there in Hawaii, you know, and just different places where they're having all these catastrophic damages done to properties, man. They're getting ready to what? Build back better, which is gonna start with their smart cities, man.
Hey, you can tell it's the same people, the same white people, because it started with the Renaissance.
Yep.
And now they're doing it this time around.
Because now they built back during the Renaissance, you know, because the desolate places was the pagan Roman Empire. That's what they rebuilt back in the earth.
That's right.
Now they want to take this pagan Roman Empire and make it a digital. You know, to double down on it, man.
That's it.
To make it be continual, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath
Bro,
hidden the next forever.
when you look up that term border, it goes into like territory. Meaning, if you put this nigga on the moon, that entire area is fucking wicked. If he was to go to the sun, that entire area is wicked.
Son wicked.
It says the sun fucking wicked. That's how this man gets down. That's his mannerism.
And it's scripture said you would know a man by his laughter, his gait.
Yeah.
But a gait is a what?
Walk.
Now,
Walk.
what is another way? What is another meaning of walk?
Manner of life.
It's your manner of life.
Your conduct.
So you could,
Your way.
your way.
That's right.
Another way for your walk or your gait is your way, your manner of life. Like you was going into your conduct.
That's it.
So the Western way, that's the walk of Edom. That's the gates of Edom. You know,
It's Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
that's that path. Hey, because it's a water brand called path. All right, but it's that path, man. That way, man. Because it's rooted back into that scripture. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right.
He's estranged from the way of Yahweh that was presented to Adam in the beginning. All right.
And go not in the way of evil men.
Go not in the way of evil men. What is the way? The American way. 400 years in America, anybody here got turned out. Elam got turned out, Ishmael got turned out, Ham got turned out. Some of the biggest corn stars are like Ishmaelite women.
That's right.
You know, the most famous ones. They all got turned out because they followed the way of Edom.
That's right. Got one for you, bro.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll go back up on that border of wickedness.
Go ahead. It's on you.
This the meaning of the border of wickedness. It says a place where wickedness is so prevalent that it defines the entire region.
So if you put him in that place, this is how that place is.
That's the weed in the garden.
That's it.
That's the weed in the garden, man.
Look at the world, man. So this man has manipulated the world into entire wickedness, man.
Because you have a weed within yourself. It's called your flesh.
Yeah.
So the way of Edom is to draw out that weed nature in you. But what does a weed do? It kills life.
It's over.
It's cancerous.
You gotta pull them out.
They that live after the flesh shall perish. You know?
What Trump's one of his talking points was going to Mars.
Yeah.
What's gonna be set there if they do go? We already know they can't go.
Right.
What chemtrails?
Yeah.
What GMOs?
Yeah.
You plummeted the earth.
AI.
You failed Earth.
No.
Avatar was a serious movie. They said it in both movies, the first one and the second one. Earth is dying. They refer to Earth as a dying planet. Are you? Yeah, the precept.
Con, this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, why would you rejoice if your garden is full of weeds? Then your garden is not beautiful. The earth is a garden. Don't you understand that we're supposed to be surrounded by peach trees and blueberry bushes and all type of flowers, man? We're not supposed to see no brown fucking river. Even when Dad was here, this was paradise, man. This is the result of a cancer, a weed ruling the planet Earth.
Hey, Genesis the second chapter.
Yeah.
Describe what the earth is, what a paradise. What the Most High planet, I go, a garden in Eden. Eden is the paradise. Hey, the Fertile Crescent was the garden. Israel.
It's called fertile Christmas.
I want to
Because
add,
you look at when you look at these older empires, the Syrians, the Babylonians, and the Persians, they pretty much ruled in the same area. It was always a fight for their fertile crescent, the region of the earth. You know, but it was a fertile crescent. It was their paradise. All surrounding the land of Israel. Yep. Can't make it up.
They had the 4 rivers, water in it.
I had one to add, weed, it chokes out other plants. Chokes out other plants to make its way for its own. Just like the wicked. It'll choke out everything in the land that's good just for itself to continue to grow and or destroy.
Hey, bro, did not Esau try to choke out Jacob in the womb?
Yeah, like you said, everybody consumed by that Babylonian wine.
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, what's some of those ingredients in that Babylonian wine? Feminism. You got Christianity, street culture, black culture. You know, Esau's way of life, man, is anti-Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
An example of that is a decent neighborhood, right? But when that neighborhood gets choked out through feminism and street culture, single parent household, the wholesome families leave. They get choked out. And the whole environment deteriorates and it has a dark vibration over it. Because I was in South Jackson when it was so-called mixed. When it was so-called black two-parent households, man, and it was wholesome for the most part. But then when that nigga energy took over in the early 2000s, man, and then and then what happened? It was like a weed that choked out the garden, and now there's no blossom there.
It's a Google search. It says why should you pull weeds? It says because they compete with desired plants for vital resources like water, sunlight, and nutrients. In essence, stealing from the plants in which you want to grow.
Damn, that's Esau in a nutshell, man. You know?
I cut grass for a living, and I see the weeds. If you don't pull them weeds, y'all, they take over. They take over like and they will. Like
Call
yeah,
it
nuts.
what they call invasive.
Invasive, yeah.
Because you gotta look at it. Esau is over there in the Middle East now, and one of the main reasons he's over there to destabilize that region, so he can secure oil for back here in America, man. Because America doesn't produce enough oil for its economy, for its infrastructure. That's why it has to depend on oil imports. You know, so one of the main reasons that they are over there in their region of the earth is because they have to secure them oil the oil supplies back to America, man. So that's this way this nigga feeding himself, you know? Yeah.
Hey,
Then he'll lie to you like we were going into like America we gonna drill. What he said? What the boy said? Drill, baby, drill. like the U.S. has oil, but they can't use it. It's pointless. So they gotta still, regardless of what it is, they still have to rely on the foreign nations in order to use the oil, because they pull up. This is like the oil that they have here is no, it can't support the system.
They
So
can't refine. They don't have the refinery system for the motherfucker. So this is why this man goes out to the earth and sucks up all the resources from everyone else, because he's like the weed in the garden. They gotta steal from everything else to keep himself alive. Man.
And within his blessing, he can take it.
Yeah.
Going into with the
Bro.
fatness.
yeah, and that's why my dad fought Vietnam. My dad, he ain't fight the goddamn thing. My dad protect them oil, sir. The oil things.
And they lost.
The oil reserve.
Then my dad. And my dad told me that. He told me that though.
So he was in the Vietnam War.
Oh, my dad. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Real quick, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 9. Going back to Captain Shaquat's lesson. The Heavenly Father ain't gonna let things stay like this, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 9. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. It's the famine of the word, You know what I'm saying? So like now, I love how the brother worded it. When the precept, you have to get his precept, the way the brother worded it, man. For over 50 years, the Most High been speaking to the world, man. Through his service, the prophets, through our apostles and their apostles, the men before them. Over 50 years, man. Yahweh Shema Shah been speaking to the earth, like publicly, like the brother had worded it. So now he about to stop talking. So I'm gonna read it again. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 9. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another, because iniquity shall abound. Remember me wax cold? Make a point, bro?
Hey, what I've noticed about this weed that's in the garden of the earth right now, he took away the wholesomeness of humans. Like, human beings are not wholesome anymore, especially with the nation of Israel. I would look at an album cover of particular music artists from like the 60s and 70s, even how all the men were posted on the album cover. They were closer to each other. You know what I mean? That brother, everybody was smiling. Like, it's not common to see 4 Jakes on the album cover smiling anymore. Nobody had tattoos. You look at Eve from the 60s, she looked wholesome, and she was like fit. So it's like, and she knew how to make children wholesome. She knew how to nourish. So what I've noticed, going back to the curses and what you're reading, all right, Jake isn't wholesome anymore, man. The music, I'm sorry.
That's the beast give you a beast nature.
So even they had that song with Sexy Red and Bruno Mars, the Aretha song. The song was straight to the chase sexually, man. Like nothing wholesome, as opposed to like the 80s and 70s,
It's even going to Eve. Like Eve has no humility.
Yeah.
Like we brother Lot was talking this morning, and nobody matter what site you go on, social media go on, there's always some easy to turn around or bent over.
Yep.
You know, like that's the beginning and ending of them right
Who did she learn that behavior from? The serpent in the garden.
Because he rewarded.
Because once you go off that base nature, you're gonna kill the wholesomeness in you. When you go off lust and it's the brute instincts, you're gonna kill the thing that made you a human. You know?
This is a book of Second Ezra.
So,
Oh,
finish
sorry,
up.
go ahead. My bad, bro.
All right. Second Ezra chapter 5 and Jay quick, man. Second Ezra 5 and 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber.
Understanding will draw itself to his secret chamber. And see, that's why the wisdom is being put in us now. You know, because the Lord is going to pull back from the earth and speaking to the earth verbally through the prophets, and he's going to speak through judgment, man. You know, he's going to speak through famine. That's going to be how the Lord speaks to you people. And pestilence, you know, these real pestilence going to be dropping bodies. Civil unrest, okay? The teeth of wild beasts, apparitions, the greed going off, okay? That's how the Lord is going to begin to speak to you. He's going to speak to you in another fashion. You know, because what El Apostle Bar say, you know, well, words don't teach, adversity will. So the Lord's going to start speaking through adversity, man. You know?
Hey, that movie, Christian Bale called Exodus, I think Gods of Egypt.
Guys and Kings.
Gods and Kings, the water. It was a scene where it was fucked up. They had, you know what I'm saying, the Most High was a little Edomite. But anyway, as Moses was going to talk to the Pharaoh and everything, I guess, you know, it's in a sense he wasn't making enough productivity, man. So what the Edomite had told him, like, you know, you pretty much haven't done enough, so you just sit back and watch. So what he did, like brother saying, he started, instead of talking by way of sending Moses there, he started bringing forth those plagues on Egypt, man. And that's what, like, the elders are going into, man. The brothers, that's what the Lord is about to start doing, man. The Heavenly Father is finna, you know what I'm saying, stop, you know what I'm saying, just talking to people, man. You know, 50 years of talking, man, that's a lot, man. So now it's got to be some action behind it, you know. So now, instead of people just believing by hearing the word, he's going to make people believers from seeing the tragic judgment he's going to start bringing on the earth, man.
Even Jake on a lower level, they tell you they done talking to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake not playing.
Enough talk.
So how much more the ultimate Jake, Yahweh Bashir Yahushua?
Right.
He's done talking with these people, man. These people are very powerful. So the only thing left for them for judgment is some great type of miseries that's going to be coming on this earth, man. And these people are very powerful, and they're going to deserve the type of judgment they're going to receive very soon, you know?
They working for it. They working for the judgment. They reap.
Like, you know, we always go into like you look at the timeline within the grace period of Jake. Look what Jake was doing it within their timeline. Social media, you know, all these foolish dances and trends, things of that sort. You're not taking your grace period serious, man.
It's an uptick on mocking the Bible. You know, there's an uptick on social media.
This is book Second Ezra, chapter 7. You got some?
It was quick on the land back on y'all point. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be to them a reproval, for they are a rebellious house. You know, going to what y'all talking about, you know, Wick gonna hide himself, that famine of the word, they ain't gonna be able to find it. The Most High is gonna, close their mouth. God.
So it's a spirit that Yahweh Bashir Shah is going to put upon the other apostles to heart, just like he did weeks ago, probably like a month ago, by being out there in public. What soon happened after that? You start seeing these different so-called sleeper cells. They start making these so-called T attacks. You know, so how much more when this society really gets very drastic, tragedy, things like that happening. Yahweh Bashir Shah is going to put the spirit upon the other apostles to heart. Tell us, like, quit going out there, man.
Yep.
He's going to remove his prophets on these street corners very soon, man.
And you made a very integral point. We're not going to be looking for people. They're going to be looking for us. Yeah. You know? And we've seen it happen, man. You know, when our apostles, like years ago, when they went from YouTube to Daily Motion, the same scoffers and, demons that talk shit on YouTube, they turned around and went to Daily Motion. Right, you remember that, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you search for these men that you don't believe in what they say, but they just show you everybody really notice the truth, man.
Cause you got scoffers and you got paid agents.
Yeah, con.
You won't give us no. You remember the adage? Nobody kicks a dead dog. If we were insignificant, if our words had no impact, or Yahweh's word had no impact, why are you giving us energy?
Yeah.
So why are you scoffing, man?
It goes back to what Rich and I said we was doing live last night. That's how we know that Yahweh Shema Shai is something with them, you know, the head apostle GMS. Because no matter every time they say something like Captain Shaquat just said, they'll make a decree, and then the spirit will confirm it. Like not long after, you start seeing everything that started like to the point you look there like, man, I'm glad I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like you just go out and you hear about you get kidnapped, you get shot or threw in the road.
We're in that time of iniquity, man. Iniquity is abounding.
I got one. This is Matthew 16 and 17. Matthew 16. And Simon Peter answered and said, You are Mashiach, the son of the living power. Verse 17. And Yahushua answered and said to him, Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed it unto you, but my Father which is in heaven. So the Spirit was working directly with him for the understanding, and man did not teach him. It actually came from the Holy Spirit itself. Right? But this is the point. Verse 18. And I will also, and I say also to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Verse 19. And I will give unto you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The Spirit using the apostles directly.
Right.
If that don't scare you, man,
Right.
you know?
Because Apostle Tahar is in Peter's stead now.
Yep, you can.
So he has the keys. So that's why when brothers gave us, when Apostle Tahar said about the videos and things of that nature, look how fast this thing has really been going since he gave that since 2016. Do your daily videos. Do your daily videos. Or he gives these orders. That's not coming from him. That's coming from the Spirit. And it's respected in the spiritual realm because it's the same Spirit. So whatever he says on earth is respected in the spiritual realm.
Close it out with that.
This is the book of 2nd Exodus, chapter 7, verse 33. It says, And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, and mercy shall pass away, and long suffering shall have an end.
And then see the judgment will be the chariot. You know, but that's where Yahweh Shai is going to sit and judge the earth. When you go to Joel the 3rd chapter. All right, Yahweh Shaphat. Well, the judgment going to be go ahead.
Verse 34. The judgment also shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong.
You know, so judgment shall remain. So the only thing that's going to be in the earth is judgment. Because it's not going to be any more arguments if we the Israelites or not, if the 12 tribes consist of northern kingdom or not. See, all them arguments going to stop. All right, the role of a woman. See, all this shit going to stop. It's just going to be judgment. If we didn't get right within this grace period, you just going to be met with judgment. Because this grace period was our time to get in order. So if you miss that window, now it's just judgment that's left. Judgment going to be the only thing that's going to remain. So
You're going to be led.
56 years. I'll make a point though. 56 years plus, part of that was 18 years on YouTube. So from 2007 to now is 18 years. So there's 18 years of prophets have been out on YouTube, man. It went through the unicorn, man.
1 plus 8, 9. Not going to judgment.
Yeah, that's the end of a fucking cycle.
It's the
Man.
end of a cycle.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Verse 35, it says, The work shall flow, and the reward. Verse 35. And the work shall follow, and the reward shall shed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and the wicked deeds shall bear no rule.
Yeah, so when you go back to it, say that work shall follow. It's the work of the prophet. So when this YouTube does shut down and we can't do the work anymore, well, what we've done while we was able to work in this grace period, that's going to follow us through Jacob's trouble in the form of mercy, man.
And that's why your videos are so important.
Yeah,
It's not keeping up with the Joneses. It's for brownie fucking points, you idiots.
The Lord will not forget you all they will love.
Right.
Right, bro.
That's why I love going to the word reward on the free dictionary. It goes to like a consequence that happens to someone as a result of unworthy or worthy behavior. So the left hand side, the unworthy behavior, 2/3 of our people acting like an ass within that grace period. On the right hand side, reward the prophets. We're just going to the works, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding Yahweh Bashar that we're doing right now. we're making our proving grounds worthy, so therefore we can be accounted worthy to stand in front of the Son of Man that great day. That's what it's all about, man. So we can get that congratulation from Yahweh Shai. That's what our ultimate goals is going into.
And that's what I said, like your work is not going in
vain.
unnoticed, in vain.
It's not in vain, man.
So it's important. It's very important.
It's the definition for reward. It says something that is given in reward in return for good or evil done or received, or that is offered or given for some service or attainment.
Yahweh Shai stay within Isaiah 40. The right hand come, referring to Yahweh Shai, his reward is with him. You know, he's about to soon judge this earth very soon. Lord willing, we be standing in good grace with him. You know.
All right, so with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honor to our elder pastors, elder bishops, great millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of the elect. Abba, Abba, Shalom.
Shalom.